CJ Steele, 11-2. Vincenzo Balistreri, 11-1-1.
I believe Vincenzo on 6 cards to start off.
All right. We'll be underway here in just a moment. Round number 14 here from Milwaukee. Blowtorch to Ross. That's all right.
Yeah.
I can't wait till he gets you back at some point.
I'd have to play in a tournament for that to happen.
I know, which is very unlikely, but
yeah.
I think that's part of the reason you've gone hiding.
Oh, you think that's
You're trying to fade the Ross matchup.
That's what I'm worried about.
I'm just saying what I think. Saying what I think. Here is a Misty Rainforest.
Not worried about
that. A beautiful forest from Unstable. Already like CJ Steele's style. This deck's been doing well in Magic Online too. Maybe I'm supposed to play this instead of Titan Shift.
Just play Hollow One, please.
Or Affinity. Or Humans. Or suspend Search Tomorrow on turn 1.
It's obvious that you want a Burning Inquiry so bad.
Really bad, I do. I mostly want a Burning Inquiry and see my opponent get land screwed.
Exactly. I was about to say that exact thing. That's obviously a motivating factor for you at this point.
It really is. Eldrazi Temple. Eldrazi Obligator. Beatdowns. CJ Steele going to fall down to 16 suspend. Search Tomorrow going to fall down to 1 counter. Steele will draw.
Balistreri doesn't have a ton in the way of interaction in this matchup. Pretty much just his 4 copies of Thought-Knot Seer. So his plan is just to race as fast as he can.
Something this deck does very well.
A lot of haste.
Well, Bloodbraid Elf, Eldrazi Obligator, Rally Smusher. It's got them all. There's Farseek. Oh, yeah.
We're keeping in mind that part of CJ Steele's toolbox here is a main deck copy of Damnation. Very good here. And even if he can't necessarily bring to light for the combo in 1 turn, he can buy himself a lot of time with a well-timed bring to light for Damnation.
Something about Farseek and Search Tomorrow just would really get me going.
Yep.
It's so fair.
It is really fair.
But I just love it. I do dislike this deck does not have Primeval Titan. Wish it did, even though I'm pretty sure it doesn't need it at all. Kind of wish it was just hanging out near. I've never cast a Bring to Light before. I bet that card's good.
I've never cast it either. Seems like a big hassle, especially from a deck building perspective. You've got to think about things you'd want to get.
Think about all the things you can do, though.
Yeah.
Have you considered that?
Yeah, I am just very satisfied with the act of drawing a random card. I don't need to pick up my deck and look through it. I don't.
Search for Tomorrow is going to resolve now. After a second Eldrazi Obligator coming across. So CJ Steele's at 10. This is his 3rd turn. Pretty low. I'm not one for the tutor package much, really. I also enjoy the random act of drawing a card.
So the tutor package and their cards I'm just happy to play with anyway. That's one thing, but you just got an Obstinate Baloth in your deck, for example. That's just not for me.
Not how you get down.
Not for me.
I see a Swamp. This could be Bring to Light for 4. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Let's take a look at this Magic card. That's what I'm talking about.
So both Obstinate Baloth and Damnation seem pretty good here.
I like Obstinate Baloth. Search library for a creature, instant, or sorcery card with a random mana cost less than or equal to the number of colors of mana spent to cast Bring to Light. Ooh, Hunting Wilds. Exile that card and then shuffle your library. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. All right, let's take a look at Hunting Wilds now. All right, so 4 mana. Search your library for up to 2 forest cards and put them into play tap. Then shuffle your library. If the kicker cost was paid, untap all forest, put into play this way.
So if CJ Steele is going down this road, I imagine he either has Scape Shift or a follow-up copy of Bring to Light with the intent of winning the game next turn. The risk here is a land off the top could enable a Reality Smasher, which is just lethal, or a Thought-Knot Seer, which could break it up depending on how redundant CJ Steele's hand is.
Correct. Well, going for broke next turn. Vincenzo will draw. Drew a Thragtusk. That ain't it.
That ain't it.
Looks like there's a Matter Shaper over there. Put you to 4. Big follow-up is Matter Shaper. It's time to scape shift. It is time. I presume. Otherwise, this would be strange.
I mean, land number 8 is...
Doesn't even need it.
Yeah, doesn't need it, but it's over by a lot, right?
Yes. 7 mana. There's Scape Shift, floating it up a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Give me 2 Valakut, 6 mountains, please.
That's 36.
Oh yeah, all day. A Schmidt on New Day would say, all day. You don't watch that show, I know.
What show?
New Day? New Girl, sorry, New Girl.
No, I don't.
Nah, I knew it. New Day is a wrestling tag team.
Yeah,
That's my
I
bad.
have watched.
Yeah, they're great.
They're great.
They're great. New Girl, great show. Valakut, great card. Scape Shift, game-winning card. One more. There we go. 6 mountains, 2 Valakuts, 36 damage. You're at 17. It's not quite 36. We're donezo. We are donezo. I promise we are donezo.
So everything enters the battlefield at the same time, so every mountain sees that there are 6 or more mountains on the battlefield.
That's correct.
The Valakuts trigger for each of your mountains, carry the 1, and we go on to the next game.
CJ Steele wins game number 1 here over Vincenzo and Balistreri. Scape Shift, up a game here over Green-Red Eldrazi. So these players will start sideboarding. We'll come back in just a moment to analyze their sideboards and get ready for game number 2.
Go. Go.
We're back. Cedric Phillips, Patrick Sullivan here in the booth at SCG Tour, hashtag SCGMKE, as we're getting ready to watch CJ Steele and Vincenzo and Balistreri do a little Scape Shift and Green-Red Eldrazi action. For Vincenzo, he's got 2 Ancient Grudge, 2 Craft Trigger's Cage, 2 Kitchen Finks, 2 Natural State, 2 Relic Progenitus, a Chalice of the Void and all its dust, a Kozilek's Return, a Ratchet Bomb, and a Warping Whale.
I would bring in the Warping Whale and probably nothing else.
Yeah?
What are you looking at? What do you like?
Nah, nothing else, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think only Warping Wheel. Counters a sorcery, can counter Bring to Light or Scape Shift, or something found off of Bring to Light, so I think that makes some sense. For CJ Steele, 3 Obstinate Baloth, 2 Sweltering Suns, 2 Anger of the Gods, 2 Dispel, 2 Negate, a Chameleon Colossus, a Crumble to Dust, a Shatterstorm, and a Back to Nature.
Same 60. Well, I mean, I don't think it's not that hard for Balistreri to overpower or outsize Obstinate Battle Author, Sweltering Suns, or Anger of the Gods, right? So after that, what do you have left? Some counters? No. Chameleon, Colossus, some anti-artifact stuff? I don't know.
I'm digging the idea of this back to nature in this sideboard.
Oh, yeah.
Along with this Crumble to Dust and this Shatterstorm, Bring to Light lets you do all the things.
Yeah. High impact with your sideboard.
Yeah, I like that. Maybe we'll dabble into this a little bit on Magic Online tonight, huh?
We can play the Bring to Light Scape Shift versus Mono Red Beatdown with 4 Molten Rain matchup.
Yes, extensive testing.
Right. It's important.
I think this is a very good idea. One of the better ideas you've had recently. I really just want to know how badly you're going to beat me. Because you're going to play a Goblin Rabble Master, I'm probably going to concede immediately.
I'm cutting the Rebel Master, so don't worry about that.
Are there any cards left in your deck?
Just Molten Rain, Swift Spears. I like Harsh Mentor and Eidolon the Great Rebel.
Like you're cutting Bomac Courier?
Nah, maybe you need the Bomac.
Oh, slow down on that a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
You like Harsh Mentor? What's that good? What's that good against?
Just opponents. They activate stuff. I don't know.
They occasionally just do things?
Yeah, they just do stuff.
Okay. For the opponent that does things.
Right. Well, Eidolon and Harsh Mentors, like, I don't know, they're up to something over there.
They got to be good.
You got, you know.
Eidolon's obviously great.
I don't exactly know what they're up to over there, and you know what? I don't need to know.
Okay. Just as long as they're helping you win.
Yeah.
Looks like CJ Steele's going to take a mulligan here. Vincenzo looks like he's going to keep his 7. So I want to talk about SCG Game Night. It's a very popular promotion. We want to thank everybody out there for taking part in it.
Well, the program is popular. The promotion of it, I'm less clear on.
It's very popular.
But over at go.rcgames.com/game night, you can find out more information about Game Night. The short of it is, every month we come out with new pins and tokens. We put them in kits, send them to the stores that are signed up, and then stores run Game Night however they want to and give out the pins and tokens to their players. Right now we're in April. That means 3 Brave Mice is the kit that's out there. And if you want to know what's coming down the pipeline in May, we got Feline Focus. And then in June, Prehistoric Playtime. Again, go.rcgames.com/game night for more information. Find the Game Night closest to you. And stores, if you want to get signed up for Game Night, contact your Star City Games in-store play representative.
Perfect. Well done. Well done. Still got it, never lost it. Talking about Game Night, of course.
Yeah.
All right, Noble Hierarch off of a Forest here for Vincenzo, for CJ Steele. It's a Search Tomorrow off of a Stomping Ground. Search Tomorrow. Ugh.
It still gets you going, huh?
I love it on turn 1. I just love it. What do we have here? That's game.
Oh, boy.
That's game. Bring to Light is now exiled. CJ Steele does not have a hand.
How do you feel about Green-Red Eldrazi now?
Can I do this every game? Our hand is not good. CJ Steele drew a Misty Rainforest.
When I get the feeling of, oh, I'm just supposed to be playing this deck for sure. No
All right,
matter
this
what.
game, we're done. That's it. That is
It
9.
Most frequently involves lands that tap for 2 mana.
Yeah, that's 9 damage.
So I guess the out here is, can you cobble together double black? So you search for tomorrow, go get a swamp. He has a Misty Rainforest that can go get his Overgrown Tomb, and you cast Damnation.
All right, that's the plan.
So there's an out.
That's an island.
All right. This confuses me.
Cryptic
Again,
Man,
Cryptic.
Cryptic Man.
That's fine. Okay.
Got more of those in Damnations. Let's go get one of those. It's not looking good.
No.
It's not looking good. I'll tell you that right now. CJ will draw. What is that, Escape Shift? I'd cast that. Just let him know. I think he is going to. Oh, yeah. There we go. See, on your own terms.
Yeah. Okay.
On your own terms.
Do a little deck pitting.
Yeah. Vincenzo Balistreri is going to win game number 2 here over CJ Steele. That was a good draw.
That wasn't bad.
That was a good draw.
That wasn't bad.
No? Not a bad draw?
Not bad.
That was a giant beating. Let's go over the Season 1 schedule of the SCG Tour. What's left of Season 1 anyway. And some playmats. And heck, we might even go over Season 2 too.
Yeah, we got time.
We got plenty of time. All right, Season 1, where are we, Milwaukee?
Yeah.
All right, that's modern.
All right, then we got Atlanta and Baltimore, both of which are teams, and both of which do not affect me as I'm not covering them. Then towards the end of May, we have Louisville and Minneapolis, back-to-back weekends, both modern. Then beginning of June, the regional championships, June 2, which will be modern. You can head over to go.starcgames.com/regionals, find out more information about that event as we get a little bit closer. And then the week after, the Season 1 Invitational, June 8th through 10th, modern and standards, the invitational formats in Roanoke, Virginia, tied to SCG Con.
I'm doing all those May shows. Baltimore with Todd Anderson, Louisville and Minneapolis with you.
Yes.
And then SCG Con weekend with Todd Anderson, Matthias Hunt, and Ryan Overturf. What kind of playmats we got? What do you got for standard? Hostage Taker? That's a good one.
Cool.
All right, we got Oblivion Stone for modern, and then for Legacy, we got Doomsday. Love that art. All right, so that's Season 1 right there, okay? Free and exclusive playmats for our standard, modern, and Legacy players. Now, I want to dive into this Season 2 schedule.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, go ahead. This is all you again.
Atlanta, Worcester, Philly, Indianapolis, Dallas, Baltimore, Syracuse, back to Baltimore. A lot of modern, a lot of teams, a little bit of legacy there. Then we got a team open in Columbus, October 6th through 7th. Philly.
It's in a casino.
And a literal casino.
It's in a literal casino.
A lot of stories will emerge out of that show, which I believe I'm working.
We are working.
Then Dallas and Charlotte around October. Then the regional championships, which will again be modern, November 10th. Team open Las Vegas.
City based around casinos.
Not exactly at a casino, but functionally at a variety of casinos.
Guess who's working that show?
I think it's me.
That's me and you.
That's me and you.
Yeah.
If you want to get something signed, you need to find me before the deep existential crisis sets in sometime around the middle of Sunday. That will be November 17th and 18th. Then Baltimore, which will be modern, beginning December. And then Season 2 Invitational, again, Roanoke, Virginia, at the Berglund Center, December 7th through 9th, modern and standard as your invitational format.
Playmats, let's go. Playmats, Siege Gang Commander, that's for our standard, open, and classic players. Modern, Lana Warrells, welcome back. Good to see you. This is not Castle. It's Wizards Lightning for our Legacy Open and Classic players. Free exclusive playmats for Season 2 Open, Classic, and Infinite Challenge packages. There we go. That's going to round out 2018. Now these players are going to take a look at some opening hands. CJ Steele's going to have to interact. You know what? It's not fair when you suspend search tomorrow on turn 1 and then die immediately. Suspend again. Come on. Yeah! Got to be a favorite this game. Suspended search tomorrow on turn 1 all 3 games. Ooh, a Drowsy Temple. That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good. I think he's got to turn 2 Thought-Knots here again. That's a hard thing to beat. A Mountain, Sakura Tri-Belter. Okay. 5 mana on turn 3 a lot. Second Temple. Okay, that's a good card.
Legacy Classic players, that is time in round number 5.
2 Izzet Charms. I believe that's a Relic of Progenitus. And a Cinderglade. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bunch of cantrips and redraws.
Sure.
Not really a hole to be poked out of this hand as such, but Izzet Charm gives you the most looks, and CJ Steele is basically playing a 1-card combo deck in this matchup because Balistreri has no interaction for Scapeshift itself.
Izzet Charm a little too fair of a Magic card for me.
I think modes and flexibility are underrated. It would not be my first choice of what to bring to the table for a modern tournament, but the card's not low on power.
It's definitely a good card.
Most cards that show up constructed are about doing just one thing. It's really hard for a card to show up based on flexibility and options, and Izzet Charm gets a little bit of burn.
I'm going to go back over to CJ now. He'll draw. Didn't get a great look at it. He's got a Relic of Progenitus, another copy of Izzet Charm. There's a Cinderglade. There's the battlefield on tap because of 2 basics. I think this will be the Relic. And pass turn back over to Vincenzo, who will draw an Eldrazi Obligator. There's Wooded Foothills. there's a mountain. See what else Vincenzo's got lined up this turn. Obligator is obviously the easiest thing. Can't cast Bloodbraid Elf just yet. All right, so there's Obligator.
So now the question with Obligator is, does it target and then you have to do something on resolution? Or do you have to pay up front?
Well, let's take a look at old Obligator. So we can learn a little more about it. When you cast Eldrazi Obligator, you may pay 1 and a colorless.
Okay.
If you do, gain control of target creature.
So Balistreri has to announce up front whether or not he's doing it. It's not one of those targets, and then if you sack it, I don't spend the mana.
But if you don't, then I do. Yeah. Secure Tri-Belter will be sacrificed. Going to get a basic swamp there. So Bring to Light has its mana online, a mountain, an island, a swamp, and then a Breeding Pool and a Cinderglade. Eldrazi Temple can't help pay for Eldrazi Obligator's little wacky casting thing. The only color that CJ Steele is missing here is white, but I don't think his deck has access to any white mana. It's more of a 4-color Bring to Light deck. This is it Charm to take care of Eldrazi Obligator? All right. So he'll take 4. Will CJ Steele fall down to 14. Let's go back over to CJ now. He'll draw a card. And we'll see what he's going to do. He's got a lot of mana. He's already cashed that Relic in. Lost one is a Charm to Thought-Knot Seer. Use the other one to take care of Eldrazi Obligator.
An interesting thing to pay attention to at this point is Balisteri's life total. He's at 19. Valakut combos out in multiples of 3, so falling to 18 does make it considerably easier for Steele to combo off. It reduces the requirements from 8 lands down to 7. So if Balistreri can, he would be well served to avoid trying to take a point of damage unless it's for very good reason.
Here's Bring to Light. What are we going to search up here? This is the fun part. Scape Shift ain't it right now. Okay. Hunting Wilds is.
I mean, this sets him up for an easy kill with Scape Shift or Bring to Light if he's got it. And this is such a good spot on the surface for Obstinate Baloth that I would assume if Steele's going down this road, he's got it rolled up for next turn.
Well, Vincenzo will draw. To grow with the Burn Willows. And this is another copy of Thought-Knot Seer. That's nice. Yep, there goes Scape Shift. That's huge.
Yep.
That is huge.
Nothing for Steele to do about it. You know, your opponent's got 3 Thought-Knot Seers in their deck and probably nothing else to interact with this line. Now he's in a lot of trouble.
See what we got here. Sakura Tri-Belter. All right, well, that gives you a chump blocker, and it gives you the ability to maybe get another turn and peel out. Well, maybe not, because Lightning Bolt's going to take care of that. He's going to search up a land. I think Vincenzo has a Bloodbraid Elf in hand.
And that's 11.
That will be 11, yeah. The plan was sound.
Yeah, I like the line. You know, like I said, when you could have either gotten Obstinate Baloth or held back for Damnation, that line suggests to me that Steele had it rolled up, which he did. And he's trying to fade 3 copies of Thought-Knot Seer in the opposing deck. Wasn't able to do it, and now we're here.
There's another Eldrazi Temple. This is a Bloodbraid Elf. Cascade away. However, this is going to be more than enough to get the job done. With CJ Steele at 10, this will be an attack for 11. Vincenzo Balistreri is going to win this matchup with CJ Steele 2-1. Green-Red Eldrazi will take care of Scape Shift. And for Vincenzo, at 12-1-1, that's a lock for top 8, man.